I always picture it. CD, man. And so what they did was had these huge ideas that could not be pulled off in real time. You know, like the peak of the 3DO, which is between the 3DO and the CDI, you're looking at the full motion video machines.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they did. And
don't discount the Sega CD and all that.
it's true. You're absolutely right.
Sewer sharks and your...
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
you're absolutely right.
Well, and that era did give some really impressive things that have not been duplicated since. Well, I mean,
You can say that again.
well, I'm saying, like the Wing Commander 3 and 4
Correct.
were FMV games, and they still haven't gotten up to that level with games like Freelancer.
They're
Freelancer's
superb.
good, but it's missing some of the things they pulled off there.
That's a very good
They
point.
also had the entire cast of an Indiana Jones movie in one of them.
True.
But,
True.
you know, it's...
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's sad that the Wing Commander games were actually better movies than the Wing Commander movie.
Yes.
But-
Yes, by far.
that's
You and
what
I
it
saw that
seems.
back in the day. That was a rough move. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that full motion video, a lot of gamers, I don't know if you guys are in on this, but a lot of gamers, please do. And there's a jacket at the house. Seriously. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. We don't have a car. Sorry, dude.
I can walk that way.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm right up here. It's a beautiful area. I love it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Do you guys as gamers despise, I mean, I know people who despise the full motion video as though it is like the bane of what we represent or could represent.
Well, let's put it this way. Every minute that you spend watching an FMV is a minute you're not playing the game. Things have to be broken up.
Yeah.
You know, if you play an action game too long, if it's just too intense, either your body will give out or your brain will just stop caring.
Yes.
So you need a little break every once in a while. Even if it's an RPG, which aren't the most intense, they're I like to call non-gamer games.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be very good at games to play RPGs.
Correct.
But even then, you can be taxed mentally, or if you're playing something more strategic, you know, it's just
Yeah, pretty
constant,
cerebral.
yeah, and then boom, you get a little break.
Yeah.
You get to, you know, further the story that you're trying to see through. Which, by the way, I'm not as big on story as a lot of people are.
Really? But you're an RPGer.
Yeah, I like playing RPGs. For me, it's a strategic aspect of it more than
Okay.
anything else.
I see.
Which a lot of
Planning.
people will say is BS, but
No, it's not.
You know,
no,
just-
you can talk. No. I know. Yeah,
a lot of people say
it's not BS.
You can break anything down into the simplest form and say, well, all that is X. You know, like you're playing RPG, all that is hitting A.
Sure.
And, you
Which is
know,
what I used to think.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I don't anymore, but I used to.
I mean, you can do that with just about anything.
Which is true. You can
But
do that.
As far as
exactly.
stories, I think a story should complement a game. But if the only reason you're playing the game is the story, you might as well be reading a book, because
Right.
this is a game and it's
Right.
meant to be played. It's
Right.
supposed to, I mean, a lot of people want to say video game is art, and it's close. I have a problem with that.
Yeah, this is the big debate. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the eternal
I have
debate.
a somewhat of a problem because art is meant to be an artist showing you his art and presenting it to you in a
Oh.
way that his vision to you.
I
you
see.
know? But video games, the artist has no control on what you do in the game. He can make the game, he can lay it out, but like, you know, Mass Effect, you do what you want to do in the game. Or I mean, how many times have you played like Metal Gear Solid? Kojima was the director before he was
Right.
a game
He was
producer.
a movie guy.
You
Yeah.
know, he has a very definitive vision of his game.
Right.
He's got a competent plot, a strong continuity and everything. But half the time I spent putting C4 on the back of guards and blowing them up in the bathroom.
Yeah.
He has no control
Which
over
is
that.
not. Yeah.
You know.
Certainly not as dramatic as. Yeah.
And if you take, you know, too much control away from the gamer,
Yeah.
then it stops being a game.
Right, you're in 3DO
It's closer
land.
to art,
Right.
but it's not a game anymore.
And I know that's actually Kojima specifically has mentioned that as his stance in the big art versus just play debate. He says video games very definitively says that games are not art.
Right.
There are a few things though that kind of make me at least question. Clearly, artistry goes into it. I think this is why it's a huge debate. Artistry is certainly involved in it, but. You know, there are a few games. One, and you're right. Accessibility is kind of what throws the play maybe off to the wrong side of the boat.
Right.
Killer 7 comes to mind.
Yeah.
Which is so artistic in a lot of ways that it's obtuse. You don't know what you're even dealing with. I'll be honest. I have it. I've tried it. I can't get to level.
loved it.
I can't get past level 1 because I'm just so confused.
See, this is the beauty.
And
of a
I'm
game,
hard
like-
to confuse on games.
Yeah.
I am totally confused.
Well, that's the beauty of a game like Killer 7, though. It's really close because what Suda51, that's the director of the game, what he did there, which is pretty interesting, is he gave you the story as the game itself. you know, you're playing through the game, but you're always part of the story. The story never stops in that game.
Okay.
So I mean, there's a lot of times the environment itself is telling you exactly what to do, but since it's not obvious, since you're
Yeah, I
right
was gonna
there,
say, I guess.
Yeah.
Shoot, man.
because think about it, it's very linear. When you play most games of that nature, because it's a semi-hybrid first-person shooter adventure game sort of deal.
Yeah.
You know, when you play games like that, like Resident Evil, just take Resident Evil for example.
Okay.
You're playing Resident Evil, you're walking through, you see this a shelf full of vases. You're like, well, I want to interact with
I
that.
have to hit all that. Yeah.
But you can't. You know, because they're not pre-rendered. They're pre-rendered.
True.
They're part of the.
Right.
Even in Resident Evil 4, you know, you go walk through a room, you see something in the corner, it's like, I'll interact with that. You can't.
Some of it, yeah. Some of it. You can,
You know,
yeah.
so it's
some of
like-
it you can.
Some of it you can. Yeah.
You can break it.
But
I like it.
You know, it's obvious what you can and you
Right,
can't.
right, that's
so
true,
All,
that's
all
true.
Killer 7 did was really just cut the fat off. It's like, well, you can't interact with that wall,
So it's not even
just
be
walk-
there.
Yeah, just walk past it. You know, you just get right to what you need
Yeah.
to get to. You stop when there's something to interact with. It's like, okay, well, I can take one of these multiple paths. I
Yeah.
can talk to this guy here. And every time you get into a room where there's a puzzle that needs to be solved or a key that needs to unlock a door,
Yeah.
the environment tells you because either there'll be a sound effect
I see.
or something like that.
Audio, video, cue.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's one of those things where you just have to pay attention, and the gameplay has to be more synthetic in that type of a game.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like you have to. Most games, when you're watching the story, you stop playing the game.
True. That's been my experience. I always wonder how stories hang together because there's a lot of gameplay and then two story parts.
I even watch stuff like the BioWare, like the Codars of the world and whatnot. I know that you have the option to pick your dialogue when you're talking to somebody, but even then, you're not really playing anymore. You're just listening and interacting. It's almost like catch and response.
I mean, is there a difference between play and interaction? Really?
Well, okay. Let me.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I see it, I go, "That's badass."
Well, you're still interacting, right? Okay. Well, it's it's kind of hard to describe here. If you're not if you're doing something in purpose for the game, be it leveling up, running around,
Okay.
getting a party, I guess that's all a form of interaction, even if it's just listening to the story.
Okay.
But the game is touted for its gameplay,
Okay.
and when you're not actually in the process of doing something in game, if you're just sitting there watching dialogue and responding to dialogue,
Yeah.
that's more interaction, but I wouldn't exactly call that gameplay.
Okay.
Because
Now, that's
it's like you're
interesting.
stopped. It's like if we're driving a car,
Yeah.
if we're trying to get somewhere, and it's a long distance away, we stop to go to a gas station.
Yeah.
We're still in the car, we're still interacting, but we're not driving.
We're not
anymore.
driving. Interesting.